Alright, so we're going to start up with 2026 test 2, section 3s. Alright, so first question for section 3 says, shown below are 3 baskets, each holding a different number of muffins. So the first basket has 120, second one has 82, and the third one has 248. Alright, they said how many muffins must be removed from basket C and added to basket A and B to make all 3 equal. Alright, so we want to find out how many muffins each basket needs to have in order for it to be equal. So to do this now, we want to share it equally among 3 baskets. So first we need to find out the total. So we want to calculate the total muffins, right? And that will be 120 add 82 add 248. And this will give us a total of 450 muffins. So we know that we have 450 muffins in total, and we want to share them now among the 3 baskets. So each will receive 450 divided by 3, which is equal to 150 muffins. So you know each one of them you want to have 150 muffins. So for basket A, to calculate the amount needed, because right now we have 120, it would be 150, take away the 120, and we know we need 30 muffins in E. And for basket B, we know at present we have 82, so 150 take away the 82, that will give us 68 muffins. So basket B needs 68 muffins. Alright, the marking scheme will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, number 38, they said complete the bill shown. So we have the items, we have the quantity of each item, and we have the unit price as well as the total. The unit price represents the cost for one of the item. Alright, so we need to solve for the total for biscuits, the total for everything, the VAT amount, and the total plus VAT. So let's start with the biscuits. The total would be the 15 multiplied by the unit cost, which is $5. So 15 by 5, which is equal to $75. Now we want to calculate the total cost of all the items. So the total would be 144 add 60 add 96 add 171, and that will give us a total of plus the 75. Almost forgot that. Alright, the 75 that we just solved for, that will give us a total of 546. So we know our total is $546. From here now we want to calculate the VAT. We charge VAT at 12.5% or 12.5%, and we know 12.5% is the same as 1/8. So it will be easier for me to work with 1/8. So to calculate the VAT, I will take 1/8 off the total price, which is 546 over 1, and that will give us a total of $68.25. So you know the VAT amount to be added here was $68.25. To calculate the total plus VAT, it would be the total before VAT, which is $546, add the VAT amount, which we just calculated to be $68.25. That will give us a total of $614.25. Alright, so you'll get 1 mark for each. Four marks right there. Number 39. Number 39 states the diagram below shows three triangles A, B, and C joined together to form a shape. So looking at this here now, we have three triangles joined together and looking like it form a rectangle. Which triangle is a right angle triangle? We know a right angle is represented by the little box in the bottom, so we know that A is the right angle. Equilateral triangle, all three sides are equal. Based on the lines here, we know that C has all equal sides. And the isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. Well, we know that based on process of elimination, we realize that these two lines here are the same because it meets at the center here. Alright, so therefore B would be the isosceles triangle because two lines are equal and two angles are equal. List one similarity between a triangle and the shape formed by the three triangles. So the shape formed is a rectangle and we have the triangle. A similarity is they both are polygons. Alright, both shapes are polygons. Alright. And we know they are polygons because they are made up of three or more straight lines. Alright, so good. There are other similarities which you'll probably have. So moving on now to number 40. Number 40, final question for section 3. The incomplete graph shows the favorite fruits of each student in a class. The average number of students who like mangoes and orange is 15. So the average who like these two is 15. The number of students who like apples is 1/3 of the total students. Complete the bar graph to show the number of students who like bananas. So good. So good. So to begin with, we could find out the total for mangoes and oranges because they gave us the average. So they gave us the average and they gave us the number of items, which is mangoes and oranges. So to find out the total mangoes and oranges, it would be the average multiplied by the number of numbers, which would be 15 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 30. So we know we have a total of 30 mangoes and oranges when I add up the two together, right? We have a total of 30. They said the number of students who like apples is 1/3 of the total. So we know 1/3 is equal to the number of apples, and we could extrapolate from the graph here that apples is 20. So we have a fraction and the quantity that it is equal to. So now we could find the total fruits. So total fruits, sorry, not fruits, total students, all right, would be the quantity given, which is 20, multiplied by the invert of the fraction that it is equal to, which will now become 3/1. So 20 multiplied by 3 is 60. So we know we have a total of 60 students we are dealing with. 30 of them like both mangoes and oranges, and 20 of them like apples. So therefore the remainder would represent bananas. So to calculate for bananas, it would be from the total, which is 60, you're taking out the sum of the known values, which is the 30 for mangoes and oranges, add the 20 for apples. 30 add 20 is 50, 60 take away 50 is 10. So we know 10 students like bananas. This is to complete the bar graph. So for bananas, we draw our bar until the 10 value here. Alright, and the marking scheme is very simple. We got 1 mark for the value, 1 mark for completing, 1 mark for oranges and mangoes, and 1 mark for the total. So that's how we get 4 marks right there. And that's it for section 3. All right, section 3, 2026, test 2. All right, just a reminder again, a great helper when doing questions like these is your formula book, as well as if you're having any additional trouble with any of your section 2 and 3 worded problems, you could get a copy of these here. All right, so that's it for today.